Chris is the co-author and presenter for Chosen. He speaks to more than 50,000 teens, young adults, and parents every year. Chris has served as a parish in the East Los Angeles, served at a parish area, and as director of youth and young adult ministry for the Archdiocese of Denver. And he's going to talk to us today about Chosen. But before we do that, let's take a look at a clip of Chosen right now.
We're all on a journey through life. We're all moving somewhere and time is taking us there. But where are we going? How does the journey end? I think maybe that was why Jesus' first interaction with mankind in the Gospel of John was to ask a question. Turned around, looked at him and said, "What are you looking for?" So you, what are you looking for?
The sun shines bright as it moves across my...
You think we're doing this whole Chosen program and all this stuff because of what we have to give you? It's not. It's because of what we know that you have to give the church and the world when you open your young heart to the grace of God. The grace is going to give you to live out the impossible in the sacrament of confirmation.
The way it was meant to be, and it's a beautiful day.
I have to tell you, so Father Reed and I are sitting there, and we're just, boy, this is really good. Chris, thanks for being with us today.
Yeah, I'm honored to be with you guys. Thanks for having me on.
That was awesome. I mean, that is exceptional. You have served as a diocesan youth minister and now traveled the world speaking to teens and young adults. What's it really like out there for confirmation candidates today? Because that's my daughter next year.
You know, it's a prime opportunity for evangelization, because the vast majority of kids who show up for confirmation is because their parents made them go. And for many of them, if we don't grab their hearts, we might never see them again, you know, until they're married or buried, right? So that's where I'm really excited about Chosen stepping in and helping people make that a meaningful experience so that they stay engaged after they're confirmed.
Chris, Jay and I were sitting in my office just about a week and a half ago, and we were looking at some of the video, knowing that the video is very central to this presentation, and it's a very high quality, very engaging. Am I correct that that video is very important in the presentation and in your mind for this program?
Oh yeah, we have, I would bet that 20 hours of work went behind every minute of finished product you have in the videos there. Because you can't take shortcuts when it comes to media. And if it's really good, if it's really quality, that's going to catch the attention of a young person and, frankly, their parents at the same time. And we've become accustomed to high-quality media. That's what we packed into Chosen. So that's the central part, I guess, the meat of the catechesis they're going to encounter in the DVDs. And we bounce those back and forth with workbooks where they go through small group discussions to help kids digest it and to help them form meaningful discipleship groups where they're, journeying toward Christ together in the context of a small group. So that's really the meat of the lesson. It makes it easy, honestly, for the average parish volunteer. You just put it in and hit play, to deliver the content of catechesis.
You mentioned that teens are going to fall away from church, or it seems that they're going to fall away from church. And as a parent, I have to take some of that responsibility, because what do I do to inspire my kids to go on? But what can we do as a church community to make sure that this is important to them and they understand the role of the sacraments and the sacrament of confirmation?
Yeah, 80%, I've heard one depressing statistic, 80% of young people stop going to Sunday Mass by the time they hit the age of 23. Wow, so that's a huge problem we're facing. At the same time, something I encountered in ministry to youth and traveling around the country, when people hear the faith presented in a way that's clear and compelling, they respond just like they did in 33 AD. I mean, we have the best and most beautiful news in all of human history. We just have to make sure that we're giving it to them in a way that they get, in a way that's meaningful. And I think also in a way that shows that we're investing in their lives. So this resource we're putting out there so that they get it in a way that's clear and compelling and meaningful, but also in a way that enables the average parish volunteer to get a group of kids together and show, hey, I'm investing in your life. I want to take this journey of faith with you. And I don't think it's going to make a change. I mean, I couldn't pay for the endorsement my own 15-year-old daughter gave it. She said it's her favorite part of the week, going to confirmation class.
Wow.
So that's really why I made the Chosen program, because I have a teenager.
That's a great endorsement, and you yourself are a great witness to the Catholic faith and to Jesus Christ and his part in our life, and you and the others who appear. And you filmed the video for Chosen, as I understand, in 50 different locations in the United States and Italy. What were some of your favorites?
Oh, man. To be able to talk about the beauty of Catholicism in St. Peter's Square, that's probably one of the highlights of my life in ministry. That blew me away. And to know that these kids are going to see the beauty of it in the architecture behind me as I'm talking, boy, that was awesome. Mm. So, and we have 12 of the best youth ministry presenters on the planet delivering the content in over 50 locations. So yeah, it keeps their attention.
So if you're a parish and you want to use Chosen, how do you put it in? Is there a guide? How does it all come together, Chris?
There's a really easy leader's guide that I would always say prepare yourself beforehand, but I know from doing our own group here that our leaders don't always prepare well. But it's so easy to use. There's 10 steps that guide you through, and from making an opening meaningful discussion to helping them dive in with an illustration to an opening prayer to the DVDs that have an automatic pause feature where you open up the workbook and go to small group questions. So they're not just watching the DVD for 20 minutes; they're watching maybe 5 minutes at a time, and then go into these small groups. And then we lead them into a saint reflection who lived out the teaching they just studied, and a challenge of the week to help them put it into action in their own lives. Because the goal of catechesis isn't just to deliver facts, but it's to create an encounter with Jesus. It's to help them actually follow him, become his disciple. So we make it really easy for the average parish volunteer. And in my experience in youth ministry, that's been something that's been lacking. It's hard to get great materials that are just really easy for the untrained catechist to make a meaningful experience for teenagers. And I think we hit it here.
Well, Chris, Father is holding those guides. Well, thank you so much. Confirmationstudy.com is the website, right?
That's right. You get a risk-free review copy to check it out yourself.
Hey, you get 2 thumbs up from Father Reed and I. It is fantastic and something desperately needed in the parishes today for these kids. Hey, thanks for being on, and we'll have you on again, Chris. Have a great day.
I was honored to be on. Thanks for having me.
Thanks. God bless.